If the law is holy and just, Romans 7:12, is breaking the Sabbath holy? If the law is holy, just, and good, then why do so many treat it like it's cursed? If Paul declared in Romans 7:12 that the law is holy and the commandment holy and just and good, how can anyone justify breaking the very command that starts with remember? Especially the Sabbath, the only commandment modern Christianity seems eager to forget. You claim to uphold God's moral law. You preach against adultery. You condemn theft. You call out lies and idolatry. But when it comes to the Sabbath, the seventh day, suddenly, silence. Suddenly, tradition trumps truth. Suddenly, what was once holy is now called legalism. But I ask you, if the Sabbath is part of a law that is holy, is breaking it somehow holy too? The Bible never changed the Sabbath, man did. And every time you break the Sabbath, you're not just breaking a day, you're breaking a commandment God wrote in stone. And yet the same people who defend the 10 Commandments as the foundation of morality will turn around and defend breaking the fourth. Romans 7:12 is clear. The law is holy. Not was, not used to be. Is, present tense. And that includes the fourth commandment. If the law is holy, then the Sabbath is holy. If the commandment is just, then the Sabbath is just. If the law is good, then the Sabbath is good. So why break it? Why twist Scripture to justify disobedience? Jesus never broke the Sabbath. He said he is the Lord of it. He healed on it. He taught on it. He honored it, not abolished it. The apostles kept it. The early church honored it. And Isaiah tells us that all flesh will worship before God, from one Sabbath to another in the new earth. So I ask again, if the law is holy, is breaking the Sabbath holy? It's time to stop pretending that God changed his mind. Malachi 3:6 declares, I am the Lord, I change not. Hebrews 13:8 says, Jesus Christ the same yesterday, today, and forever. If God is unchanging, then his law is unchanging. And if the Sabbath was holy when he created it, it's holy now. You say, we're under grace. But grace doesn't cancel holiness. Grace leads you to it. Romans 6:15 asks, shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Paul didn't give you permission to sin. He warned you against it. Breaking the Sabbath isn't a small matter. It's rebellion. God called it a sign between him and his people. And yet you exchange it for Sunday. Nowhere commanded, never sanctified, never blessed. You follow church tradition instead of Scripture. You obey denominational doctrines instead of the voice of God. And you call it faith? No, it's apostasy in disguise. If the law is holy, then keeping the Sabbath is a holy act. And breaking it is an unholy defiance. You say, I worship every day, but God didn't ask for worship every day. He set apart one day. He sanctified it. He blessed it. He called it his holy day, not man's, not the church's, not Rome's, his. So here's the truth. If you reject the Sabbath, you reject part of what God calls holy. And if you teach others to do the same, you're not just breaking commandments, you're leading others into darkness. The question is not whether the law is holy. Paul already settled that. The question is, will you live like it is? Because the day is coming when every soul will stand before the judge. And you won't be judged by church policy or popular opinion. You'll be judged by a law that is holy, just, and good, including the Sabbath. And on that day, no excuse will stand. Only obedience will.